Alright, what the fuck is going on, everybody? How's everyone doing? Is everyone having a good day so far, a good week? It's been a bit of a quiet week when we're talking about the crypto markets, but that's okay. That's part of the deal. I'm posting some things right now. Alright. We're live. I think everything is working, right? Audio is good. 2 a.m. in New Zealand. Well, you're a real diehard for the markets. Yeah, Lars, listen, in these streams we can swear. Alright? It's demonetized instantly, but we can. Market right now is going up quite nicely. I am tempted to open a long position on Bitcoin. All right. The last time I did a live stream was the FOMC, was the interest rate decision. And there we actually opened a long on Bitcoin, and I'm tempted to do it again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, yes or no, but I don't know. It just kind of feels like it. It feels like we have quite a lot of shorts opened on Bitcoin, and I think they'll get squeezed. And I think in general, I mean, if we look at the data, like the expectation for the data is that the inflation rate is going to stay the same at 2.9. CPI is going quite a bit higher. I just think it's more likely that we're going to go up here. I'm located in Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I thought you could tell by my accent. My accent is still quite Dutch, even though I've been speaking in English for years and years now, of course. All right, I'm opening a long position on Bitcoin. It's just more fun that way. It's kind of like gambling. I like some gambling here and there. That's part of the game. So I'll open a small position on Bitcoin here. It's not going to be major. I mean, let's see. What can we do? All right. So bad data would be a move like this, I guess. Good data would be a move like this. Yeah, the risk reward isn't great, but it's still nice. It's just more fun that way. Let's see. I kind of want stop loss to be right here at like 91,007. Don't follow me if you want to keep your money. All right, this is pure gambling. I'm just telling you, but it's just nice to do. It's just nice to do here and there. For if the data is good, so we'll do something like this. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, open order. Oh, I actually had a short position on Bitcoin open still. What is this? Is this working all right? I think so. Wait, let me see. Nah, it's not really working all right. Let me see. 770. Yeah, this should be good. Then it's right there, so the stop loss is there. Partial position. No, I want a full position there. I'm just doing some stuff to my position right now. The news is not yet, right? No, the news still takes 4 minutes, so no hurry. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Bam. Open the position on Bitcoin. We're going to see how that goes. Let me see. Yeah, nothing is pumping, Jan. It's I mean, the market is going up, but there's not much going on right now. It's relatively flat still. XPR? You mean Proton? Dog? Voila. Lucid, I don't really have an expectation on the data. I mean, the data... Look, like I said, I would say, especially given everything that's going on right now, I would say their expectations are a little bit high, especially with the CPI and the inflation rates. But the people that set these numbers, They're experts, all right? And who am I? I'm a crypto trader, and yes, I do know a little bit about economics and economic data, and I follow all the data. But it's pure the trade that I set. It's a gamble, all right? So if you follow that, make sure that you're not risking too much, please, all right? Just risk like 0.5% of your portfolio if you want to do that. But otherwise, just don't gamble with it. At this point, altcoins right now are still very correlated. There's not really one coin outperforming the rest. Fartcoin seems to be gaining some strong momentum right here, so that could be interesting. I'm not sure if it is. Let's see. Fartcoin could be interesting. There's a strong level around 65 cents. Break above that could be a nice opportunity. Outside of that, what more is going on? Flux still looks pretty good. Solana is still relatively doing nothing. That's the best way to say it. Sulian, we'll look at Morg in a moment after the data. I look like Simple? No, I don't look like Simple. I know him. I watched. I used to gamble on. On CS:GO games as well. I can see it a little bit, but he would be my cousin then, not my brother, I think. Athena, Victor, I think is going down. I mean, Athena really had to do something great here. Athena really had to reclaim 55 cents, did not do it, so it seems most likely, unless we get some positive data in the next 2 minutes, but it seems most likely we're dropping down into 35 cents, unfortunately. Well, thank you very much, Lucid, but it's with the economic data, it's a bit more difficult. It's like crypto, I think I do have credibility, but I leave that up to you at all times, of course. But with economic data, I mean, sometimes you can actually kind of guess it and make some sort of a prediction. Oh, less than a minute, guys. Less than a minute. Yeah, I go to the gym at Janus. I go to the gym quite often. Let's see. Cyberfault. No, Pepe, I don't think it's dead, but at this point of time, there's just not much going on. So that's why I'm not covering it, because I think most people are actually not interested in it. All right, the trade I said, I'm going to close it if the data is not good. So we'll actually have the dollar strength index here as well, so we can keep an eye on that. This is usually quicker, to be fair, than the real data. This is the price of Bitcoin right now. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Everybody. The website is MyFXbook. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what the market does. All right. What is the dollar strength index doing? Oh no. Oh no. This doesn't. Oh no, guys. This doesn't look great. Oh no. Oh, it's higher than expected. I'm closing that trade right now. I'm closing the trade. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. That's not good. This is not good. This is not good. Oh. Look at it. Guys. This is not good. All right. It's higher than expected. Everything is higher than expected. All right. I mean, look at this. We don't have the CPI SA yet, but inflation rate month on month higher than expected. Core inflation rate higher than expected. CPI SA higher than expected. Inflation rate higher than expected. Core inflation rate year on year higher than expected. CPI higher than expected. Bearish. All right, that's just bearish news. It's not great. The dollar strength index is pumping up right now. It probably changes the likelihoods of more rate cuts. I'm not sure. It's probably too early to really say anything about that. But that Bitcoin trade is closed at this moment. My lord. We don't have to overreact right now, but the data is bearish, all right? Whether the market is going to be bearish or not, we'll see. What happens sometimes, I don't want to stress all of you out, but what happens sometimes is that the market bounces back, and that is a possibility during the US session as well today. But at this point of time, it's just bearish. All right, there's nothing we can. There's no way we can twist this. Well, there is a way we can twist it. I mean, it obviously means that the United States is doing quite good, right? And that we're seeing more spending, or at least that prices are increasing. You know, prices increasing. It's sometimes it's a sign of it's a sign of people spending more. Sometimes it's a sign of something else. There will 100% be talks about whether this is because of the tariffs or not. Look, just from a neutral perspective, this cannot be because of the tariffs, all right? It seems very unlikely that this is because of the tariffs. It's obviously a possibility. It always is, but this is just too soon, all right? It's a possibility that the tariffs will create more and more inflation, but this is too early. I mean, this cannot have been caused by the inflation rate. Or by the tariffs, excuse me. But all right, let's see it from the positive side. I mean, first of all, in my Bitcoin videos, I've always told you that it's most likely we're going to drop down towards 93,000, and I still think that 93,000 is an amazing support level from which we can actually do some nice buys again. So yes, the data is, wow, look at this. The data is bearish. But it's not complete. It's not only bearish for the markets, I'd say. Cloud9, the rate cuts will only happen if inflation rate is lower. All right. If the inflation rate is higher, they need to keep the interest rates high as well. Because what they do is they increase the interest rates to slow down spending and slow down the economy, which is what you need to do if you want to bring inflation rate down. Yeah, I mean, at this point of time, the most likely scenario is that we will see the first rate cut in July, at the end of July. Unfortunately, but that's it. No, okay, no, I'd wait for lower. I mean, first of all, look, two things, all right? Just to summarize what's going on right now. The data was bearish, all right? Inflation rates, CPI, were all higher than expected. So purely technically, purely theoretically, that's bearish, all right? And what we see is that the dollar strength index is going up and Bitcoin is going down. So far, it's bearish. And I would say the technical direction for Bitcoin was already down, all right? So in that sense, it doesn't really change that much. Now, what I do think you need to know is that, first of all, don't overreact, all right? We've had data like this before. It doesn't always mean that we're going to be massively bearish. I think it's good to actually be prepared for more bearish momentum. But we are still nearing a major support level right here. I don't necessarily think that these higher than expected inflation rates, that this higher than expected inflation rate data means that we're going to drop down below that support level, first of all. And then second of all, it also does happen that if you get bearish inflation rate data and the US opens, that the entire market turns around regardless of the news, all right? I've followed inflation rate data for years now. I've seen sometimes as well that the data or the outcome is bearish, and that we actually have a bullish opening of the US market after that. So is the data bearish? Yes, but I would not overreact, all right? And like I said, we still have an amazing support level coming up, and we still have the opportunity to turn it around later today. But we do need to, that's not something to bet on, right? If we're actually going to bounce back up in the US session today, it's better to actually wait for some confirmation that is what is going on instead of betting on it. But I guess the summary is data is bad, but don't overreact. All right, there were some expectations. I mean, I personally thought it would be lower than expected, so I was wrong. But it's definitely not the end of the world. So no, I mean, I'll still tell you. I've been telling you this since last week, right? So the good news is that I was right, and that's the most important thing in the world. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I mean, it's still most likely will drop down into the support level right here, between 93 and 91,000, because the data is bearish, and today we also have to still get some news on the tariffs. However, I still do think that this general support level is going to hold, and that from here we will actually have the opportunity to at least get back up to 100,000. I don't think the inflation rate data or the inflation rate data outcome will change that. Now, I do think that some other developments regarding the Middle East, regarding the tariffs, the trade war could change that. But we don't know about that yet, right? So we'll have to wait for some more data on that. We'll have to wait for some more updates on that. And then after that, we can think about it. But for now, my prediction on Bitcoin is still this. All right, it's basically what I've said since Wednesday. All right. Yeah, everything is dropping down a lot right now. I mean, the data was bearish, right? So that's also why I personally, I did trade. I gambled a couple of minutes ago, but I did not trade too much. Like altcoins right now are not doing great, as most of you can see. I'm not sure if you can all hear the sound, but there's construction going on next to me. My whole browser is lagging, but something like Litecoin, something like Solana, something like Hyperliquid still seems good to buy. But like I said, I mean, it's expected for now that we will go lower. The US market opens in 50 minutes. That's going to be interesting. I think we'll see a lot of volatility then. So be prepared for that. But for now, the most likely direction is still bearish. Now, going on to Morg, because that was requested. I'm not sure if there's much going on with Morg right now. It's just incredibly bearish, all right? As you can see right here, we are at a major liquidity zone here. So I'd say that it's not looking great. For now, I still think it's most likely that Morg will be able to hold this level right here at like 700. But I would personally not buy this, all right? Buy it if we get some sort of a bullish confirmation. I would not buy it right now, and I would almost say it's most likely that will actually drop down a bit lower before we get a chance to bounce back up towards something like 500. It's not looking too great right now to be, I mean, you can see that as well yourself, I think. Oh no, Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is fine. Bitcoin dominance is not really doing much, right? Look, all altcoins are correlated right now. So they'll all do the same thing as Bitcoin, but then a little bit more, a little bit, they'll drop down a bit harder. They'll pump up a little bit less because of this high Bitcoin dominance. But same thing for Dogecoin. I mean, Dogecoin right now is just falling. I would actually say Dogecoin is holding on relatively well. I mean, XRP is also holding on relatively well, right? I mean, XRP is down to the same levels we were at Sunday evening. So is that really that bad? No, I don't think so, at least. Ondo is still same thing. Ondo is still within the range right here. It's probably dropping down into 1.25, bounce back up, and it's I mean, at some point of time it's going to break out. But for now, I'd still say it's most likely to do something like this. But we'll see. I mean, there's no major opportunities, I think, right now. Caroline, it depends on the altcoin. It really depends on the altcoins. If you hold something like Litecoin or XRP, I would not convert that into Bitcoin. Some of the smaller coins, meme coins, etc., I potentially would. But that's it, guys. We're not going to do all requests. If you want to see a coin analyzed, make sure to tell me either on X, where you can find me, where you can easily find me via Cilinix Crypto, of course, or join the Telegram and the Discord servers and tag me in there, ask me in there on potential things. But that's it for now. We're going to end the stream. I'll be working on a middle of the day market update after the US has opened to do a quick summary of what's going on right now. Like I said, the data is bearish, all right? Inflation rate, CPI across the board is up, which is not great. That's bearish. That's causing the dollar strength index to go up, and therefore Bitcoin is going down. I would be cautious for the remainder of today. All right, if the US opens and we see a lot of strength, we can still bounce back. And in general, I think this support level, which we are dropping down into, will provide us with enough support to actually bounce back eventually. But for now, especially in the next 50 minutes, I'd be a bit careful. And especially with altcoins, given the super high Bitcoin dominance here. Yeah, no, that's it. All right, we're going to end the stream. I'll see you all in my next videos. Thank you all for being here. Like I said, be careful with trading for now. Better times are coming, but sometimes it's best to stay sidelined and stick it out until those better times are actually here. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you all in my next videos. All the links to all my socials, etc., are down in the description. So check that out. For now, have a great day. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you all in the channels, in the public